Welcome to the channel, guys. It's Mike, and today I have a little bit of a different vid for you. It's not a review, but I just want to discuss a couple of things, try and lighten the mood a little bit. Now, let's start with a wrist shot. Today I am wearing the Mtg S1000d 35th anniversary piece. Awesome piece. As you know, I've reviewed it before. Check in my videos for the review of this one. It's a beautiful watch, beautiful piece. Anyway, guys, on with the vid. So this is a mixed batch today, and they all have one thing in common, something that you probably don't realize, which I'd like to share with you. The one thing that every single piece on the table today have in common is that at some point in time, they've all been for sale, and a couple currently are. So I just wanted to go through this because it's something that collectors go through, and I thought it'd be a good topic to, talk about. Maybe add some comments down in the, in the spot below. So out of all of these, we'll start with the Mtg S1000d. So you may say, but Mike, never seen this one for sale. And you'd be correct. And the reason why you've never seen this one for sale is because anytime I think about selling this piece, that's as far as it gets. It never actually makes it to sale. In fact, I've even convinced myself that I would sell it and upgrade to the Mtg B1000, this model, but just not in the 35th anniversary. And it never materializes. I love this piece. Every time my wife sees this one on the wrist, she recognizes it, and that tells me it is a very, very good piece to have, a very good eye catcher. And so far it has not made it for sale. So that's what we do, right? As collectors, we convince ourselves that we're going to sell a piece. We go through the motions or not, and sometimes it makes it all the way, sometimes it doesn't. Next up is the GW3000BD, this guy here. Now, this is a fantastic aviator. Couple flaws: it doesn't have a light. As you know, I've reviewed everything on here. I've reviewed already, guys, so check the reviews out if you want to see all the details. But it doesn't have a light. I think that's pretty much the only. Well, the loom is okay. It's not Seiko loom. Let's put it that way. It's okay, but it's sky cockpit aviator on a really lovely metal band bracelet. It's comfortable. It's a JDM piece, and you don't see this one very often. Now, every time I try to sell this piece, something stops me. I've put it up for sale before I had 3 of these. I had the orange banded polished cased version, and then I also had the all black with orange markers version as well. Those went like hotcakes. I thought I'd still have the black with the orange markers left till last, because it's one of the more common ones, but that got snapped up really quick. Then the other version went the orange band with the polished case, and this guy stayed, and I couldn't understand why. And it never really made it past being for sale. Then more recently, as you may remember, some of you may have seen, I sent this all the way from Canada to the States for Random Rob to view on his channel, review and sell. And I'll tell you what, guys, I watched the review and messaged Rob and said, I'm not selling it. I'm not selling it. It didn't even make it to the Sunday sale. So what do you do when you think you have a piece for sale, and then you realize, I really want to keep that. I actually like it a lot more than what it's going to be worth in dollar bills, right? I think those pieces you need to stay in your collection. And as much as I say that, I've said that before and then put the piece up for sale. So, you know, us collectors are a weird breed. Next, PRW 7000 Pro Trek. This Pro Trek is amazing. It's one of those pieces where if I really don't know what I want to wear, and I'm looking in my cabinets thinking, oh, what am I going to wear today? What am I going to wear today? I need to grab something. My eyes usually glance to this. It's fantastic. It's a nice big case. It's composite banded bracelet. It's just a beautiful piece. And you think, well, why did you want to sell it then? Well, because, you know, trying to move on, want to keep the channel fluid, and this was one of the pieces that came up for sale. So I put it up, and not a single bite, nothing. Worth more to me to keep, guys. So that one went back in the cabinet, and that's where that one should stay. Next, now guys, I'm just trying to go through how weird and wonderful we are as collectors, flippers, collectors, flippers, whatever you want to call us, right? However you want to brand yourself. MRG G1000d. You know, there are some of us in the watch community that dream of owning this watch, this type of watch, this level of G-Shock. I was one of them, so I know it can't be just me. And I was able to realize that dream December 2019. And wouldn't you just know it, February comes, beginning of March, and I'm thinking, you know, I could sell it, get some money, put it into something else, keep the channel fluid. So this went up for sale, guys. One that I've been looking for a while, looking to own for a while, you know, hoping that the opportunity would come. And the opportunity came, and I got it, and then I put it up for sale. So I did have a couple of bites on this, a couple of silly ones where people expected me to ship it in, to countries that we don't really ship to, or, you know, just low ballers kind of thing. It was already really low. Those of you who saw the price of that know that was really low, and that's a thing. I do not overprice my watches for sale. I understand they're in the second-hand market, and not only that they're in the second-hand market after I've got them, but also the value drops simply because they have been owned. It's not just you take a couple $100 off. You know, it's what it's worth to the person who wants to buy it. And that's what we all have to realize when we're trying to sell these watches, right? You know, I had one serious guy, and we've actually become good friends. And you know, when he didn't buy it, I thought this is gonna stay. And when I put it on after it didn't sell, I think I regained my love for it, and I lost my love for it, but I just realized exactly how much I really liked that piece. And that is not going anywhere. Yeah, not going anywhere at all. The next two, strange, because unlike these four, these two, the Golgo and the Shogun, they are currently for sale. Golgo, if you have watched the vid, you will know how I still feel about this piece. Superb. You know, and I mean, guys, if we're selling, we're not going to sell junk, are we? That doesn't make any sense. If you're going to sell something that's worthwhile, so somebody else can enjoy something worthwhile, and, you know, you get a bit of money to put back into the hobby, right? So this is going for I would say a very, very good price. And, you know, prices are if you look at my videos, there's a blue sale video, and it's in there. Very, very good price. And I've been through since putting that video up saying, oh, you know, if it doesn't sell, I'll keep it. And then, you know, as we do, peruse the internet, looking at other watches and other pieces, thinking, oh, if I had the money, I'd do this. Well, this is that money, right? So as it stands, this has not made it back in terms of staying in my collection. This is for sale. Check the ad out. and see what you think. I think it's reasonably priced. I would like to say if it doesn't sell, I'll just keep it. I guess that's what you end up doing. You have to keep it because it didn't sell. Whether you want to or not, you have to keep it. Right now it's on Worse, it's on eBay, it's on my channel. Random Robbers linked it to his channel. So maybe, the powers that be are telling me, you know what, Michael? Keep it. We will see, right? If it goes, look forward to way more watch content because it will afford me the ability to get a lot more watches. But if it doesn't, hey, we can do more stuff like this, not a problem. And the last piece I want to talk about is my SPB 057J Shogun Zimbe. One of 500, by the way, on the tuner Golgo. And this is one of 456 pieces, if you didn't know. This watch is absolutely perfect. The die shield coating on this titanium has done its job. It's perfect. It's absolutely immaculate. There is nothing wrong with this piece at all. This piece should go for premium money, right? Current climate considered, yes, of course. And obviously it's me, and it's a second-hand watch now, so it's very, very affordable for someone who has been looking for something like this. You could achieve that right now. It's still here. Is it the current climate? Is it that people are voting with their purse strings because of COVID-19? It could well be. Life doesn't stop, and we have to carry on. Obviously, food is important, is the most important thing. Rent and mortgage, most important thing as well. But watches are secondary or third, or wherever you want to put them down the line. But life goes on. If you're a collector, you didn't just stop collecting because of COVID-19. You really didn't. I know I didn't, and I'm not the only one. It's a weird phenomenon selling watches on the second-hand market as a collector, because guaranteed when you bought that watch, you bought it out of passion. You didn't buy it to flip. I guess some people buy to flip, and there are some pieces that you buy to flip, but none of these here are watches that you would buy to make money on. And that's another thing. You never make money. Well, I won't say never. You hardly ever make money flipping a watch. There's a saying going around right now that us who are in the watch hobby buy high and sell low. It's the flip away. And I tend to agree with that, right? Because at the end of the day, you're turning that into money in order to get more, maybe at not the same value, not as high a value, but more or less value. And not just because of the channel content, because not everyone has a channel. But if you sell this and you can get 3, maybe a tuner, maybe a G-Shock, maybe a micro, then to a collector, that makes sense, right? And I mentioned micro there, and that's the other thing. I don't actually own any micros right now. Selling these two would enable me to definitely get into the micro game, and I'm doing my research right now and looking at micros that not are just good, but micros that I like. I have to like it as well, because if I like it, you can guarantee it's going to get full care and attention that all of my pieces get. And anybody out there who's bought a piece off me can verify in the comments what kind of standard that piece is in, what level of cleanliness, and just what level it's at when you get it. Because I look after my watches. I have enough that I don't have to wear them all the time, and I make sure I have G-Shocks that in the evenings, if I want to just put something on that doesn't mind taking a hit against the door post or something, I put one of those on. I don't, for example, wear the MRG all day, come home and relax in it. No, when I come home, it's pretty much off and away, and it saves it. Some of you not like that. I am like that. But you know, I just thought I'd share a little of a bit of a mix of pieces that I've wanted to sell and then changed my mind, wanted to sell, put up for sale, changed my mind, wanted to sell, couldn't sell, wanted to sell, couldn't sell, and was very glad about it, and currently for sale. So guys, hit me up in the comments with what you think about that. I'm sure some of you out there are just the same as me. I know you can either be collector biased or flipper biased, but I think all of us in the watch community have a bit of both in us that need to get that next piece, and there will always be another watch, guys. So many watches out there, so many to choose from. There are watches that I like that I don't even know about yet. Imagine that. Let that sink in for a sec. There are watches that we as a community like and love that we don't even know about yet. Actually, there are some out there that love watches that don't even exist yet, because when those watches come out, you will love them. It's just the way it is. I had no idea about the Shogun before I saw it and loved it. Now it's up for sale. It's a mixed bag, guys, and I hope you're following me with this. And I know if I was talking to a psychiatrist, that she'd probably, they would probably say I was mad. But I'm sure we share the idea in this community of what we think about the buying and how much we spend and when we buy, and you know, what makes us buy and what makes us sell, what makes us want to sell. There isn't one of these pieces here that I don't like, but yet all of them have been for sale. How does that work? Usually you're selling something that you don't really like, or you're not using anymore. I would use all of these in a heartbeat, no problem. There's nothing here that I wouldn't wear. But as I said, been for sale and for sale. So it's a weird one. I want to end the video, guys, but I just wanted to share that with you, and I want to end a little bit differently today. You know, with this virus going around, there are a lot of people that are really afraid, and the hope is really low. You know, humanity seems to have gone crazy. I won't mention the toilet paper again, but you know what I mean. Those kind of things. We seem to have turned on ourselves, and it hasn't even, to my mind, got bad yet, right? Really bad. And I just want to say, guys, that, you know, if you can at all help somebody, help them. In this time right now, when everything is so crazy and uncertain, this is the time that we all need to stick together as human beings, right? If you can go out of your way to do something for somebody, do that. But just as a general, right? Just as a general, be kind, be helpful, be proactive. Like, don't wait to be asked. A lot of people are proud and won't ask for help. Help them too. Some of you need help and are not asking for it. Ask for it. I will go as far as to say this. If you are on my Facebook page or on my Instagram page, I posted a post there a little while ago. This year, it was a black and white photo of a double rainbow, and it outlined basically me being a believer in Christ. Now, I know this is a watch channel, and you know, I'm not going to Bible bash or anything, but I will say this. If you need to call somebody or message somebody, or if you just need an ear, right? Sometimes people just need to talk about what's going on, and that just flattens all of their issues, or most of their issues. If you need to talk, if you need to message, my email is always in the comments. Email me. I'm opening up, guys, and some of you are probably saying, "Oh, Mike, that's weird. Why would you do that? You know, that's crazy. Be careful." Listen, that person who is picking up the phone because they're in need, or emailing somebody because they're in need, they don't know who they're emailing or phoning. If it's a Good Samaritan, the Good Samaritan doesn't have a name, right? If it's one of those helplines, the people on the other line are not known to the people who need the help. So I'm just extending that out to the people that know me by name. I'm Mike. If you need to talk, if you need to email, if you need to just vent, email me in the comments. Find my email in the comments and email me, and you know, you'll find that I am a very good listener. So I'm gonna leave you there, guys. Be safe, wash your hands, and wear all of your timepieces in the very best of health. And until next time, please, please, please take care. One final thing, guys, pretty rude of me to close out without the obligatory loom shot. So here we go. It's a bit bright here still, but I think you get the picture. I love my loom. Seiko loom does not disappoint. All right, guys, take care.